Hey there, Marsha Jones here. I wanted to talk just a minute about the connection between hormones and weight loss. So everybody wants to lose weight, right? And for whatever your reason is, you want to lose weight. Some people are doing it for health. Some people are looking at for the physical aspects of it, but weight loss is always a hot topic. And right now that hot topic is all about semaglutide, which is the once a week injection that helps you to lose weight by curbing your appetite. Unfortunately, a lot of times that doesn't make you healthier though, because you're not doing any of the other things to manage some of those hormones that can increase your weight, and it's not doing a whole lot to improve your health as you go along. Because once you've lost that weight, if you haven't done it correctly and for some reason you can't get the semaglutide, which is very difficult to get right now, your weight is going to come back. So if you look at the reasons, the root cause for why you have gained the weight, and maybe assess those and work on those things, you're going to have better overall health, and you're not going to have to worry about whether or not there's a shortage of that medication. So hormone management, because of the hormones that are involved in obesity, is very important, because when you manage obesity, you also decrease your risk of developing a hormone-related cancer. I'm going to explain that, because now you're thinking, what? You're talking about cancer, you're talking about weight loss, you're talking about the semaglutide and hormones. How do all of these things connect? Well, the hormones of obesity are insulin, cortisol, and estrogen. You have excess insulin, which makes you not be able to use your glucose correctly. That is where the semaglutide works very well, is for that insulin part of being overweight. It helps you to manage that. But it doesn't do anything for the cortisol levels that probably contributed to your weight gain or you not being able to lose weight, because your adipose cells, or the fat cells, also put out estrogen. So you're secreting estrogen, you've got all this insulin running around, and then you've got cortisol if you have a stressful life, and all of this causes inflammation. So inflammation, insulin, and estrogen are all parts of hormone-related cancers, which are now the number one cause of cancer in the United States. And that is also going to be the number one cause of death in the United States. It's no longer heart disease. But obesity is at the core of all of this. So whether you want to lose weight because of, the physical aspects or the wellness aspect of it, you need to understand that there's a lot of things that go into it. It isn't just about calories in, calories out. It isn't just about stopping your appetite. It's about the big picture. And now that it's getting harder and harder to get the semaglutide for both our diabetics and for our weight loss patients, you have to start looking at other avenues. And you have to look at things that are long-term, and have multiple benefits, because I want you to be able to live a good life and a healthy life that's full of vitality, that has a great weight that goes along with it, without stressing about counting your calories and looking at everything with, a magnifying glass to get the results that you want. You want to be able to live a normal life and to be able to make choices and to participate in life without ever feeling deprived. And like I said, my goal with this is I do hormone management. And so I know that if I help you to manage your hormones and get those into alignment, your cortisol levels are going to go down. You're going to feel better. You're going to lose that inflammation. Your insulin levels are going to go down. You're not going to have things like, hot flashes and mood swings and joint pain, because we're managing the hormones. That in turn helps you to lose your weight, because we're working on estrogen. And the insulin, of course, and the other things that I had mentioned. But estrogen is that big thing, and progesterone is another piece that goes into it. But that's all what I do. That's what I figure out. But I just want you to know that there's a different way to managing your weight. And if you look at the big picture, it's all going to fall into place. And at the same time that you're feeling better and you're looking better, you're decreasing your risk of hormone-related cancers. So that is what I want, is to improve your health, because I know what all of this leads to if it's not managed appropriately. So when you're looking for a weight loss provider or a hormone provider, I want you to make sure that you are choosing wisely, because the other thing about giving hormones is you don't just give somebody hormones. You don't just give hormone creams or pellets or whatever it is. And I do all of it. So don't get me wrong, they're fabulous. but I've also been trained and I know how to do it correctly, that I'm not increasing your risk of hormone-related cancers. I'm not causing you to retain fluid and increase your weight. I know how to balance these things so that you get all of the benefits without any of the side effects. And the bonus is the weight loss, if that's what you're looking for. So I know this was a little bit of a longer talk and a tangent, as I called it. So I just want you to understand the bigger picture. And if you stay tuned, if you follow my channel, you're going to learn more and more about that bigger picture. And I also have a group called the Hormone Connection, which is where women can come together to learn these types of things and the little things that are actually big things in the grand scheme of it all. So you can support one another in your hormone imbalance. You can learn about, xenoestrogens, hormone disrupting chemicals, how to lose weight by balancing your hormones, how to get rid of your hormone related symptoms. All of that is what we do in the group, and everyone is able to support one another in a healthy environment. So I encourage you to look up the Hormone Connection, join that group, and you can be a part of this hormone balancing community so that you feel better and you can live a life full of vitality that reduces your risk of cancer, and do it the right way.